All right, so the other thing we have is this Netflix documentary called The Unknown Caller, The High School Catfish. This was probably one of the more disturbing docs that I've seen in a while. Who wants to start with this one? Mark, I think this one's got your name written all over it.
It's unbelievable. First to start with, though, I don't want to spoil it right away. First, we're going to spoil this thing.
Yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Yeah, skip to the next section.
When the documentary starts, we're trying to figure out who it is, but they're interviewing her. Kind of like, I was kind of weird. Like, she's like, I don't want anything to happen to my daughter. Like, she kept referencing.
Tell me, it's about the documentary is about this girl and her boyfriend getting harassed.
Yeah,
by unknown texts.
By like 1,000 texts a day, they're saying.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah.
It was just
psychotic.
Which is insane.
That's psychotic.
Yeah.
So I mean, as I was watching it, I felt it was an adult just because of the sexual terms that were being used, which I don't think 13-year-olds, I think they're 13, right? 13, 14?
I think 14.
Freshmen and
starting.
they're freshmen.
Yeah, maybe, but it seemed a little.
We all know that stuff.
Yeah, but it did seem a little aggressive.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like I just assumed it was a teacher.
But the way that the speech patterns, right? The way that the person was texting them, the things that not even necessarily the things that they said, but but they were using
finger bang you, and
but like the slang that they were using and
cream. Yeah, a lot of creaming.
That was weird.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
That lady's fucking tapped,
I mean, so the language was ridiculous, and the things that she was saying were completely over the top.
So clearly the spoiler alert now is
the girl's mom
is the one that started this whole thing.
But she 100% was right in there doing this documentary.
Yeah.
And and then we went to the principal, and, she and the other mom were trying to figure it out.
I feel like the cops aren't really doing their job. And I'm like, you're a fucking psycho.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why they had her in there.
Complete psycho.
I think that's why they had her where they had her. Like she gets introduced to us along with everyone else that was involved. I think they're like, all right, like, yeah, this is nuts.
But she didn't immediately come across as a psycho. She just came across as a concerned mom.
Yeah, she did. I didn't know it was her, but I'm like, oh, look at this one. She's got a story or two to tell.
I didn't know that it was her.
I didn't. Well,
yeah, I didn't either.
No, I mean, who would?
No.
But
the things that she said,
kill yourself to her daughter,
right?
Yeah.
Like, put aside even the sexual things that she said about the boyfriend. She told her, "You're the ugliest person I've ever seen.
Flat ass.
Everybody hates you. You look, flat ass,
anorexic."
She actually said no titties, I think.
No, none. 0.0.
And she told her to kill herself multiple times.
Yeah. That's the most disturbing part.
But she also threatened her.
Yes.
Like, kill yourself or we'll do it for you, or like.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're coming to get you. Everybody hates you.
Yeah.
And what I don't understand is, didn't they just get her for like felony stalking or something?
Yeah.
She only served a year or something?
Yeah. Less. It might have been less.
I think it was. Out. I think it was like 15 months or something.
Okay. But here's what I don't understand. Couldn't they have nailed her because these kids were underage? Couldn't there have been like sexual assault charges in there?
Probably.
Sexual assault has to be physical, I think.
Yeah, but you saw those texts. Those were to 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
threatening and stalking.
That's
she should have gotten more.
pedophilia in some sort. Like there was a lot they could have thrown at her, I thought.
Honestly, I don't know why she wasn't mandated to like a psychiatric unit.
Why she's not there now?
Right,
worries
she's
me.
not. I worry for that girl. I'm still processing this. How any mother could say those things. It's hard enough to understand how a person can say that to another person, an adult to a child, but this girl's mother.
And then the poor daughter, she's
toast.
But she still wants to connect with her mother.
That's her mother.
Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
Yeah.
She's
her mother is a master manipulator because she had not been working for a substantial amount of time, but the dad thought she was still working. And I don't know why he doesn't have a restraining order against her for the
Yeah,
daughter.
that poor
There needs to be
husband.
protective orders.
No, there is an order. That's why they don't have any contact.
Oh,
They
which
have
ends
phone
soon.
contact though, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, but she said, the daughter was referencing the near future when they could start to have a relationship again, and I just thought, they didn't say anything about this girl being in therapy now, but
I hope so.
I really hope the dad has gotten her some major therapy for this.
To me, it seemed like it might be too late. To me, she seemed like just a broken kid. I felt so bad for her. Like,
I think I need therapy after watching
oh, I just, the fact that she's still talking about wanting to make or wanting to, rekindle things with her mom and this and that, but she's got to be like a senior in high school or at high school now, right?
Something like that.
She sounded
like
a senior now.
She sounded like a child.
And the mother didn't fully take responsibility for it.
No,
At any,
did
she
not.
was downplaying it, which made me even angrier.
Yeah. Oh, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
We all terrorize our children with
For almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And I know we're focused on her daughter, but the other two kids
Yeah.
the one girl was getting bullied because everyone said she's the one that's doing it.
Yeah.
Kids getting hauled into
She's
the
like, I
police
didn't
station.
do this, right?
Right.
They're getting questioned. They're like almost accusing them.
Yeah, one of the victim's
girl.
cousins, too.
Yeah.
But the boyfriend, like, he couldn't date anyone else because she was going
I
after
know.
him. It's like, what's good? This is sick.
So I think that the girl is. I don't think that her wanting the relationship with her mom is genuine. I felt like that was just what she thought was the proper thing to say on camera, almost like taking the high road.
I don't agree.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I didn't. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know why. Why would you want to have a relationship with your? I mean, I know it's your mother, but
She's a kid.
Yeah. So the aunt was, when they were interviewing the aunt was saying, I think part of the reason that the woman did this was so that the daughter would need to run to her.
Yeah.
Yep.
So not only did she want the attention or, oh, look at what my family is going through, but she also wanted the daughter to really need her. So like someone in the documentary said it was sort of like Munchausen's, like Munchausen by proxy, where like, oh, if this horrible thing is happening to my daughter, people are going to feel sorry for us. Daughter's going to want to lean on me. And she also used that when the husband was trying to throw her out.
Do you feel any truth in, so the kid, the boyfriend, mother thinks that she is attracted to her son? She kind of
It wouldn't surprise me,
but
though.
I don't know if that came across. I was like, I don't know.
Well, a couple little details came out of like how she would dote on him. Like she would cut his steak for him at the house.
Go to his games.
Go to
after
every
they
one of
broke
his
up.
games after they broke up.
A little weird.
Yeah.
Lost her job, didn't tell it. I mean, where was this guy though? Was his head in the sand the whole time?
I think he was. They had
to move like 3 or 4 times or
because they
something.
foreclosed on and she was the one in charge of the finances. They foreclosed on the first house and then they moved somewhere else. Earlier in the documentary, it made it sound like they moved to try to get away from some of it, but she was still going to the same school and.
I mean
But
that's
then
that's not shocking to me that she could manipulate all that. Like,
Yeah.
That's how some people just handle their expenses. Like,
Well, the first thing that the woman did when the police were at the house and the husband was finding out that she was the one that had been orchestrating this whole thing is she, went over and was hugging the daughter and saying, "But she needs me. I can't leave the house. She needs me to protect her from her."
That guy held some restraint. I'll tell you.
I thought he I thought he held himself together pretty well.
Yeah.
Like he
if the cops weren't there, that was gonna be ugly.
That's a different phone.
and he looks like he probably would have went through with it. He looked a little touched himself. Like I think it could have got ugly.
But I mean, I wanted to punch that woman in the face. So I can't imagine how he felt.
You know what? And they didn't specify where she was right now. Like where she was sitting?
Right.
Was she in a home? Was she like
Maybe a
in her own
halfway house.
How about a full-way house? Nothing half-ass about that. I mean, she should not be in public.
Right.
She definitely should not have access to her daughter.
Right.
That is.
Yeah, okay, but all right. So just back to my point. Just listen to how we're all saying what you're just saying, but yet you guys think that the girl still genuinely wants to connect a relationship with her. Like, she is the victim. She took the brunt of everything that we're saying that is so disturbing. That's why I'm saying I don't think that she genuinely wants to. I just, when she was saying that, I didn't feel like it was I almost felt like she was reading a script.
Well,
I don't think she can think
I don't
clearly.
know. Yeah.
I think she's
I
been.
didn't think of it that way, but I mean, maybe the way.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't. That would be the last thing I would want is that woman in my life. But you could see that the girl was just hurt. And
But I think they really had a close relationship too. Even with this whole thing happening, what she said, she's kind of driving her to be her best friend. Like,
Yeah.
So she does have that connection that.
Well, of
some people
course,
don't have with their
anybody's going
parents.
to want to have a mom, but I think, right,
Right.
she's heartbroken that of the one that she has. Right?
Fucking nut job.
Yeah.
I think she's. I think she now has mental issues. I mean, which
Yes.
you can understand.
Yeah, she's going to.
Like,
Absolutely.
she's done.
Yeah.
She definitely needs help.
And she's got. I think she like. I think it's Stockholm syndrome. I think that's what's making her say all this. I don't. I don't know if she understands if she really wants to have a relationship with her mother. I just think her mind is just. I mean, she's been destroyed.
And
Well,
who knows what the mother? They do have phone contact, right? So the mother, who knows what the mother is still saying
Oh,
to
yeah.
her?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what
She's
the
manipulated
how
her,
she's
so-
spun it, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Doing
I don't.
stuff to you, or-
I don't know about destroyed. For starters, her dad seems like he's a pretty grounded person, so I think that helps.
He's not the brightest man in the world.
Huh?
He might not be the
I
brightest
mean,
man in the world.
clearly he doesn't. He didn't. He's not picking out the right women on the fucking scene, apparently. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think the girl's gonna be a fucking mental case necessarily. I mean,
You don't think a 14-year-old girl whose mother did that to her for 2 years is going to come out unscathed?
well, I mean,
don't
listen,
know, man.
I mean, I'm
I'm surprised she didn't actually hurt herself or do like. That's a lot. Can you imagine how many texts? If there's what they're saying is true. I mean, 40, 50, 60 texts a day telling her she's worthless and you should kill yourself. Like,
A lot of kids probably would have committed suicide.
think so,
I
too.
mean, it was that serious. That's.
yeah.
I don't know how you get over that.
I don't know what.
I really don't.
I
Really
think
can't
too with the whole dynamic, the dynamic of high schools and the other girls. I think that there were probably rumors about when it all came out of like, oh, they were both just doing it for attention. So she was probably getting lumped in with that, and it
course.
probably made her more disliked by the other girls.
Well, there
and-
was one point in the doc where the girls were like, "We're just trying to figure out who's doing this," and she was there when we'd make up these conversations, and the only one that was always there was the daughter.
right.
So they are starting now. They're thinking that she was sending
Right.
these texts to herself,
Right.
and then to
But
the
no, she
boyfriend.
was going home and crying to her
telling
mom,
and then her
her
mom's
mom was
using it against her.
Yeah, making her think she
how-
didn't have any friends.
In your documentary, how do you think it was filmed and the way they did it? And
Oh, you know what I did think about was we kind of got into the debate about with the Brett Favre one of how he wasn't in it and how I thought that was a big miss that he was not in it. And to me, this is a perfect example of why getting everybody involved on both the good and bad side is perfect, because the way they did it and it made it almost like this twist was perfect. And if she wasn't a part of that, if the mother was not one of the people interviewed, this documentary would probably not even really be that compelling.
Yeah.
It'd be like a glorified episode of Dateline.
Yeah,
So-
it was.
I
I
thought
mean,
so.
yes,
I thought-
my
yeah.
jaw dropped completely.
Right.
Especially because she was in it.
Yeah.
They did show her, even in the reenactments, walking down. How did the other mom do those reenactments with her, walking down the hallway into the principal's office? The other mom whose son was the victim.
Weren't they
Another
video? Wasn't
victim.
it video captured from
I
the
don't
school?
think all of it was.
I don't think they would have
No,
shot
I don't-
anything together.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Was
that.
it?
I don't remember what you're talking about, but I would.
Well, they
I
were
would-
showing them going into the principal's office and walking down the hall together and.
I think that was
You
fine.
think it
Like
was
that
like
was
archive footage?
Yeah, there's no way they would have been able to. No
that-
way.
Yeah.
I don't care how much
Well,
money
they
these
did
people
show
are
her-
making off this
She
documentary.
hates her.
But
Yeah.
here's the other thing. I think this one threw me for a loop because I thought it was just going to be another one of these stupid cookie cutter Netflix documentaries. I just haven't liked many of them. And the curveball that this one threw, it got me. I was like, oh my God, like this is unreal.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You know, because it started out the same way. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Travis Scott one in the beginning, where they just kept interviewing the kids, and everyone's kind of saying the same thing over and over. And like, can we get to the point?
Right.
And like the cheesy B-roll footage, the pre-produced stuff, that it's like I'm not a fan of that, but when they threw that curveball in, I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Like because I almost stopped watching. Like
that
half
coupled
hour
with
in.
the body cam footage of when they went
Yeah.
to the house was just extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
And, you know, one other thing, how do you guys think the school and the cops handled it?
Terribly.
Yeah.
Okay,
awful.
good.
Thank God the
Awful.
FBI got involved, huh?
Exactly.
Because it never would have been solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And the dad knew she had 2 phones.
Yeah, but he probably, there's no way he would ever suspect it.
No.
You know,
I
no
wouldn't
one
have,
could have suspected
I wouldn't have
that.
suspected her.
Mark, to your point, when just thinking about like on the production side, if you're the producer and you have that body cam footage and the mother says she's going to do the interview, it's like that's when you know you have something. And the way I can relate to that is, we do this scholarship for Tisha's brother, and we talked about for years about what if we put together some sort of video piece that we could show at the ceremony every year when we give them out and put it online and put it on the website. And it was like, maybe we'll interview your parents and Billy and whatever. And then one day I was converting VHS tapes for a client, and Tisha just came in my office and she's like, my mom and dad have like a whole bin of VHS tapes of me and Chris playing sports. And I was like, that's it. If they are going to let us use those tapes and we can see Christopher, then we have it, and like, so I kind of think if I would guarantee if the producers, like, those were the 2 key elements where they know they're going to have a kick-ass thing, was that body cam footage and that woman's interview.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fucking badass. Sometimes you get certain elements where you just know, like, okay, now we're on to something.
And the story itself is just disturbing.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, the fact that it's just...
Unthought, yeah.
And I just have one more thing. So one of the girls that was accused, they bury the lead for a while, then it comes out, her father's a cop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did it take that long? Like they let her sit on the griddle for that long, and this guy's a cop, and he doesn't,
Well, you remember they left.
The mother,
They went on a vacation to like Florida, and the mom somehow got it to like ping from Florida.
I know,
The message
yeah.
had come from
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, but wasn't it the girl...
She knew that they were leaving.
The girl that got wrongfully accused of her parents that tuned up the cop for basically sucking
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end?
Yeah,
right?
at the end, yeah.
Yeah, and then the husband gave her an attaboy.
Attaboy, yeah.
Oh no, that was it.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on because this is just pissing me off. We can't talk about this fucking loser.